Hello, today I want to show you a problem with exponents. This is a problem that my son had on one of his assessment questions that wasn't in the actual lesson, but he was learning exponents. So in the process of that, I was helping him figure out this problem. Now I want to show it to you just in case you have any questions on how to work a problem like this. He's in the 7th grade, so this is a 7th grade problem. So the problem went like this. It was 5 minus so you can see how the problem is set up. We had to solve 5 minus 3 over 2 with the exponent of 3 outside of the parentheses. So anytime you're working with a problem that has parentheses, you want to solve what's in the parentheses first. In this case, the exponent number is outside of the parentheses, so the rule is to multiply this whole fraction this many times. If it was inside and there was no parentheses, then we would just multiply that number towards the numerator. But here we're going to do it by the whole fraction. So the first thing I would do is the next step. So we want to get this out of parentheses. So one way you can do this is set your problem up like this. So now we're just multiplying across to multiply it the 3 times. That's why I have 3 of them. So we've got 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 3 is 27. We got 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8. So that's how you get this out of the parentheses and you simplify it. So now our problem looks like this: 5 minus 27 over 8. So the first thing we understand, now we have fractions. We just have to understand how to subtract fractions here. So anytime you have a fraction, you have to have a common denominator in subtracting fractions in order to proceed with subtraction. So we're going to make this 5 have a 1 underneath it. That's what you do when you're multiplying fractions with whole numbers, or subtracting fractions to whole numbers. You want to make that a 1. So that's how you do it. We're going to keep it that way, but now we have to find a denominator that fits both of these numbers. I like to set my problem up like this. It makes it easier to understand what's going on, because we got to find that common denominator. And this is a subtraction problem. All right, so between 1 and 8, we have to find a common denominator. So 1 can go into 8. I'm thinking it has to be apparent that 8 is the common denominator, because 8 can go into itself once, and 1 can go into 8 evenly 8 times. So 8 is going to be our common denominator, these numbers. Now we just proceed with subtracting fractions as we've learned. So 8 goes into 8 one time, and 1 times 27 is 27. 1 goes into 8 8 times, and 8 times 5 is 40. Now we're going to subtract 27 from 40. So we're going to cross that 4 out because we have to borrow 1 for it. So 10 minus 7 is 3, and 3 minus 2 is 1. And then we just bring down our 8, and that's your answer. I hope that helped you understand exponents a little bit more. I'll be coming to you again with more problems. All right. Bye-bye.